The burning of ancestor money is a practice that links itself to China that dates back to thousands of years. The Chinese will burn this ancestor money, also known as Jaws paper, to transition the value of money to the realm of the dead so that their ancestors can take care of debts, karma, and other things that was not settled while in the land of the living. They also use this Jaws paper or ancestor money to be able to continue to live on in the realm in which they are in. They personally do not believe in burning real money because that money has transitioned into the hands of dark and light alike. In other words, they think it's a negative connotation. Really, not think, but know that money holds a negative connotation. So they use Joss paper, which is solely made for ancestors. The Chinese believe that we are still alive and active after death, but just not active in a human body. In recent studies, scientists have proven this to be true, that your consciousness does continue after earthly death. And this is the reason why it is important that we pay homage to our ancestors as well. Ancestor money is a powerful tool for wiping out slavery debt and slavery shame. This also helps your ancestors to clear any debt that may have affected or is affecting your financial karma as well. Ancestor money is a great tool to strengthen ties between you and your ancestors. After all, your ancestors are the most powerful spiritual allies you will ever work with because they're always bound to you by the blood that is flowing in your veins, which is the life giving river that they have passed on to you. So, I say this as you embark on your spiritual journey, don't forget to pour some water or liquor on the ground. And also, don't forget to burn that ancestor money. Respect and honor your ancestors.
Hopefully, y'all enjoy that intro. Thank you for tuning into the Mystic Circle. This is your Mystic Mama, Mama Wealthy. And I am going to give you a short tutorial on how to deal with ancestor money. You can do it in many different ways, but this is just my personal preference. You can add to or take away, it doesn't matter, as long as you're led by spirit. I like to tell a lot of people that be led by spirit because the more customized it is. Oh, my dog is just passing gas. Yeah. But the more I customize it is and tailor made for your ancestors, the better it will be. Okay. So, all right. Let's see. Um. So I've already prepared a note. Okay. I like to write things in threes. And I'm gonna cover my name, but uh, yeah. So I put two unknown ancestors from then my first and last name. I did include my maiden name on the top of my name in parentheses. Okay, and then I put at the bottom to resolve karmic debts. Okay, so I'm going to burn three of these. I'm going to write three of those to my ancestors, okay? And what I'm going to do, what I like to do, with this is my personal preference, okay? I like to fold it toward me three times, okay? Thank you. That's what I say. Thank you. Thank you. Okay? Now, some people like theirs very, real small or whatever. It doesn't matter. I like to do things in threes. Okay. What I have right now is my little candle. This it's I am meticulous, but it doesn't really matter. This is only it's only lit for lighting and inviting spirit in. Okay. I use this lighter. I really don't care to use matches because of the sulfur. Some people don't have a problem with lighting their stuff with matches. Okay, that's fine. But I like to use candles from. I like to use a fire source from either a candle to light my ancestor money or a fireplace. Okay, that's just my preference. So what I'm gonna do, I pray that you receive this ancestor money with good intentions, love, and light. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see that. Okay. A lot of times people woo, a lot of people use tongues. That's what I was gonna say. A lot of people use tongues. Yeah, it doesn't matter really. It does because you don't want to get burnt. I got this pan, I think from Dollar General. I got a pan that I don't have to throw away. You can go to Dollar Tree and stack up on them. You know what I'm saying, and throw them all away if you want to. But me personally, that's not my forte. That's not what I want to do because I am going to keep these ashes and I am going to go to my daughter's grave and my grandmother's grave and my father's grave, and I'm going to sprinkle them there. Now that's just, again, that is my preference, and it's also because I will go there and do some water libations as well. Yeah. So I'm going to sprinkle them. I do not throw the ashes away. Some people do. I do not. I like to go and sprinkle them at my ancestors' grave. My grandmother and my mom. I mean, not my mom. My mom is not passed. Ooh. My grandmother, my baby, my father. And the good thing about it is that where my grandmother and my father is buried, and this is my grandmother on my mother's side, but where my grandmother and my father is buried, that's but majority of those people, probably like 97% of those people are my family members. So if I ever get the unction to burn a lot of ancestor money, I can always just sprinkle it throughout that graveyard. I don't kind of do it because I don't want to bring attention to myself. You know, I live in the South and a lot of people are really crazy. But yeah, so let's talk about this money right quick. I'm pretty sure you can't see his face, but this is one of the Joss paper banknotes that I'm using. It's a $10,000 denomination. You can get them bigger than this. I personally do sell the ones bigger than this. I just started back up selling them. Some people fold these into a what's that thing called, like a cone shape. It doesn't really matter, you know. I just like to do it the way I like to write on mine and then fold it to me. Oh, my dog is just, what is going on, puppy? So anyway, so this Jade Emperor, the last time I bought this, and I bought this from a Chinese store down the street from me, across the street from the Roman Catholic Church that is down the street from me. A very convenient place for me to go because it's right there. I could walk there, walk home. But anyway, this is kind of getting more Europeanized as I see it evolved, and like as I see it evolve, and as I see things kind of change. Like this wasn't up here, this wasn't like it was. It's starting to evolve into something else, but nevertheless, it is energy. So this Jade Emperor right here, the Chinese believe that he is the ultimate father of the sky, that he is the God of everything, and that he's the creator of creation. You can form a relationship with this Jade Emperor, okay? You can form a relationship with him. I've heard people say that he has a very nice energy. I mean, I can't wait to find out. But anyway, I'm gonna write this to my unknown ancestors again. I'll come back when I'm done. Okay, I'm back. All right, as you can see, I have written down what I needed to write down, and basically for my ancestors. And look, I'm using a red pen because I want to get their attention. Okay. Some of the most earliest, dating back to however many centuries ago. Some people even say thousands of years, that some of the first pieces of ancestor money that was rendered was mostly in red ink. And I think it could have been possibly to get the attention of this, ancestors in the spiritual realm. Nevertheless, I've heard people write in green when they're petitioning for money, or black. It doesn't matter. I've been told some people say it doesn't matter, but I personally write in green when it's to direct ancestors to, especially for debts. Okay, for debts. When I am petitioning for money, I write in green. But for red, I'm getting their attention. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to fold it again. Remember, I said I like to do it in threes, so that's one, two. Thank you, thank you, thank you, ancestors. To my unknown ancestors, I charge this with love and light, and I know this will get to you on the other side. Okay, put my and I was also told that when it turns green, that's when you know it's getting over there to the other side. I charge all of this money. And, if some is still lit, you can keep going from there. When I first started burning ancestor money, and I would burn a whole bunch, like I would burn stacks of this a day. It was turning green probably by the second day. Like, I'm not being funny. It was turning green. It really was turning green. To my known ancestors, I thank you for everything that you've done for me, paving the way for me. You've done the best that you could while you were here, and I'm grateful and thankful for you. And I send peace to you. I send peace, love, and light to you, along with this for any debts. So, I suggest that when you are doing ancestor money to resolve karmic and slavery debt, I suggest that you use as big bills as possible. Okay, it's just so happened that ooh, the Chinese store down the street from me only had $10,000 denomination, so I want to get my hands on one of them big old stupid bills. Yeah, so, and you want to make sure that this burns all the way through. So my grandmother, I release you from anything I was holding against you, and I burn this in your favor, praying that it does everything that it's supposed to over in that realm. Yeah, so, and I'm saying I released her because yeah, she didn't treat me right when she didn't treat me right when she was here. It wasn't until almost 3 months before, 2 months before she left here, we got close. So I'm grateful and thankful for those days. I know she was cold, not evil or mean, but I know she was cold at one time when she went over toward the other side. But my daughter had been warming her up. This is my father. And you want to make sure that everything burns well and properly. Again, I listen. I suggest that you fold it with the Jade Emperor looking at you, especially when you're doing a money petition. But I don't know. I don't know. I've been catching myself folding it whatever way. Again, you want to make sure all your ancestor money burns. I go in there, I start picking up stuff because I want to make sure it burns. I want to make sure that it all burns. I'm just burning myself. What's going on here? This is too, and I burn some for SU, and I burn some for Yemaya as well, because of their assistance lately. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to throw that down, y'all, but it's burning. This is for my daughter, my little, my baby. She was 6 months. So, by far the most powerful ancestor that I have worked with and have been working with, and that surrounds me and protects me, is my daughter. 6-month-old baby. Could you believe that? She's a strong, little, fierce thing too. Yeah, so y'all get the gist. Again, like I said, once y'all start doing this every day, I burn enough where I can just get it over with in one day. Because some people do 3 in the morning, 3 in the evening. I mean, 3 at night. You know, with the sun coming up and the sun going down, and that's fine. But for me, because I have kids and I have a family, and I be really having things to do, y'all. I just really want to make sure that I get it out of the way, not to be like it's a burden, but I don't want to forget. You know what I'm saying? I don't want, because life happens, things happen. Ooh, y'all see that stuff catching on fire fast? All right. See, it wasn't catching on fire quick like that. Now it is, and a lot of the times, like I said, I go through it. Um, I go through it. I make sure that it's thoroughly burned, y'all. You'd be surprised. Oh, child. I mean, this stuff is magical. It is. It is. It's magical. I will say this. I've also thought about, and I'm gonna put this out there because I'm pretty sure somebody. I won't say if they either, okay, if a person has done it or not. And don't mind me, y'all. I'm just trying to make sure everything is burned. This is not a disrespect to the ancestors, but I'm making sure everything has burnt. I want to make sure everything transitions over. I don't want nothing here. Ooh. Okay. I think that's it. I'm going to make a wand. Ancestor wand. Just to do that. Just to go through the rubbish and find what else needs to be burned. But I was thinking about that. If you're doing some, you can also do healing petitions for your ancestors through Ancestor Money. If you or somebody in your family direct, especially a direct lineage, needs healing, you can do that on that particular side of the family. This is after you've built up, a good relationship with your ancestors, and you will find that things start happening. Again, you would want to build up also a really great foundation with the Jade Emperor. Really, really great energy to work with. Jade Emperor also starts to reveal things to people who burns to them. And when it comes to that Jade Emperor, I probably just peel off one or two and I don't write anything on it because his picture is there. And I speak to it and I say, Jade Emperor, I am coming to you. Look at that. No backs. Y'all see that? It's crazy. So do y'all see that it was almost like spirit led me to this build to do this with the Jade Emperor, like a blank canvas of creativity of what I want to say would magically be appearing on here as I speak. I'm just saying I picked that up. But Jade Emperor, I I ask you and I ask for your permission for you and I to form a relationship with each other, one another. Direct me and guide me and lead me to what I need to do, how I need to do it, so it can be as sufficient as possible into the spiritual realm for the highest good of myself and my lineage and my ancestors. Thank you for your services. Thank you for your ear. Thank you for your time. Okay. Okay. Ooh, that one thing. That's y'all seen that? I mean, it's catching on real quick. So okay, that was my last bill that I'm going to burn, and yeah. So y'all get the gist of it. What I was trying to say as well too, like if you're doing a healing petition for yourself or somebody, especially if you're doing spiritual work, you probably could use the ashes in a bath. I'm just saying, I don't see what would be wrong with that. I don't see if something would backlash on you or whatever, but Just make sure that if you're doing something for healing and money, you can also probably put your ashes in a bath as well. What you want to do is make sure that it's been accepted. There's many different ways to make sure that it's been accepted. You there's an inkling, especially through the fires and the flame. You will also know, especially like I said, if it burns green, because jade is green. It's many different ways. Use your intuition. I try to like to leave that type of stuff up to people's imagination, because I don't like trying to tell people what to think. I don't like telling people what to think. I like trying to help them how to think. Forming your own hypothesis, forming your own, conclusion about things. That's the type of person that I am. I might plant a seed or two with my own issue, what I think, but for the most part, I think that your own creativity is the best thing that you could ever do for any kind of spiritual work that you do. But again, that's pretty much it. If y'all have any questions or comments, please put them down below. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. I am new to the YouTube world on this channel. Again, I thank you for your time. Thank you for tuning into the Mystic Circle. Please email me if you need any kind of spiritual work, root work, candle work, also readings as well. Please hit me up at mysticcircle24 at gmail.com.